Stephanie, yesterday was kind of weird. You know, like yesterday, like late morning, it was like hot and sunny.
Yeah.
And then like by mid-afternoon, it was like cool and cloudy. And then the sun came. I couldn't get a handle on what was happening.
Yes, we had more clouds yesterday than we did on Monday.
Yes.
So this is, you know, we were talking about the changes. We had an offshore flow, that weak Santa Ana wind event. Then we had an onshore flow bringing in the clouds, cooling us down. And it continues to get cooler into the coming days because now we're tracking a storm.
Hold on.
So a little bit of everything this week, you know, in the span of like 5 days, right? All right. So right now you're waking up with us this dark and early, getting ready for work. Temperatures currently at 61 degrees in San Bernardino, 55 in Hemet, down into Temecula, 63 in Ontario, 59 in West Covina. 60 degrees there in Van Nuys, 59 in Santa Clarita, and 56 right now in your area there in Thousand Oaks. Right now, we're checking out this live picture of Universal City. Maybe a little bit of a patchy fog in some spots, visibility down to 7 miles, but temperatures currently at 60 degrees at the moment. As we go over the day with you, more clouds will be on tap later on because of that approaching storm. Temperatures will be just around 60 degrees here around 8, 9 o'clock this morning. As we continue into the afternoon hours, we'll be warming up into the 70s. So temperatures maybe a little bit more comfortable. I think a lot of people will say it's a little bit more comfortable here, or more like the season of fall. The wind's not bad at all. But what can we expect as we continue? So today's a cooler day, increasing clouds, unsettled weather pattern as we head into the latter part of the work week and as we head all the way into the weekend. And temperatures will be right back down into the 60s. So definitely chilly days ahead, Robin.
We're ready for it. I'm going to get my boots and my turtleneck ready.
That's right.
We're checking in on the traffic. We do have an accident working here coming out of Castaic. It's on the northbound side of the 5 near the Lake Hughes exit. This one involves a big rig, pretty fresh. Few details right now, but just watch out for that activity if you're rolling through. We also had an early morning rollover crash on the Santa Clarita side near Newhall Ranch Road. That activity out of the way. The drive time looks great, 31 minutes, still wide open to work your way between Santa Clarita and East LA. The 14 looks good. The 405 is looking good. The 101 is trouble-free, under 15 minutes between the 5 and the 134. And unfortunately, we still have this fatal accident here under investigation, West 210 at Sunland Boulevard, involving a car and a big rig. So yes, your 2 right lanes are still blocked. They hope to have it cleared in an hour. No major delays rolling through for now. Lynette, Adrian, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Robin.
Things come in our direction that we need to be aware of.
Exactly. And that is the rain, my friends. After a hot start to the week, now we're tracking cooler temperatures. We're tracking the rain, also the potential of flooding in some of the areas here. Of course, we have to be we're concerned for the burn scars, right? Right now, we're checking out this live picture of Mount Wilson. You're able to see some clouds, a little bit of that marine layer off to the distance, but we're not talking about completely cloudy skies. You're able to see some of the lights out there. Temperatures right now in the upper 50s to low 60s, so it's a pretty mild start to the day. 60 degrees in Ontario, 58 in West Covina, 61 for you in Anaheim. 60 degrees in spots like LAX and Van Nuys, upper 50s in Santa Clarita. And Lancaster temperatures for you at the moment at 64, 56 in Thousand Oaks. Right now this is actually for Ontario. I know this is Pomona, but it's Ontario. Temperatures at 60 degrees, but later on this afternoon, we'll be at 77 degrees. So this is quite the difference, right? We started up the week with temperatures in the 90s. Later on this afternoon, we're talking about those numbers in the 70s. So today's forecast across the area for the basin, temperatures of 74. Right around average for this time of year, getting close to 80 degrees, not quite there for the valleys in IE, with plenty of clouds rolling in for the high desert, a comfortable 76 and 60 for the mountains. And it gets cooler to the coming days. Over to you, Robin.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. Heading back to our traffic alert, which was extended another hour or so. CHP now says 6:30 is when they hope to have all lanes open on West 210 at Sunland Boulevard. The right lane is what's blocked off right now after a fatal accident. A car and a big rig collided in the 2 a.m. hour. So the investigation continues here, and that's why they have that right lane blocked off. But so far, no major delays. It's wide open through Pasadena, La Cañada, Flint Ridge, Sunland, and on up toward San Fernando, connecting with the 118 as well. So no major slowdowns, at least not right now. The 10 looks great for that drive heading over to East LA, 20 minutes for that connection. The 60 is a 20-minute drive, Diamond Bar to East LA. And you're looking good for your roll on North 5 from Downey heading up to the 134. And the 134 looks good into and out of Glendale. That's what we like. Adrian, Lynette, back to you.
Thank you very much, Robin. 5:00 look like in Iowa. Now, there's no chance of seeing it here, but maybe this time it's okay because Our forecasters say the magnetic storm could cause power fluctuations, GPS degradation, intermittent disruptions to radio, so a whole host of problems. The dazzling sight is thanks to a powerful solar flare that is interacting with the geomagnetic field here on Earth.
Wow, you know what? All of that makes you sound so smart.
Well, fake it till you make it, right?
Fake it till you make it. Yeah, but you get these solar flares and it releases these particles and it interacts with the gases in the atmosphere and it creates these lights. And I'm talking about these, and people are like, huh? No, but yeah, so it releases and interacts with the gases, and it creates these beautiful lights that we see out there. And even if we were able to see it here, we really can't because of the visibility issue.
Right, all
because
the
clouds
fog,
around.
yeah.
So it's okay.
Beautiful to
And
look
we're
at
gonna
from
be
afar,
okay.
right?
Yeah, we'll be okay. But it's nice to see the pictures from our friends, up north.
I'm glad we don't have to deal with the GPS degradation.
I know. Let's
Nothing
not.
worse than that. Nothing worse than that.
I need my phone. I
Yes,
won't be able to find
we are
anything
so
without it,
spoiled.
right? Yes.
But yeah, so as I mentioned, we have the clouds around. That will continue to filter on in as we continue throughout the day today and really the next couple of days because we are tracking our next storm system. So temperatures by this afternoon will be warming up only into the 70s and 80s. So this is a little bit more comfortable compared to the past couple of days where we were talking about more so summer-like temperatures, especially Sunday into Monday. But temperatures later on this afternoon, warming up close to 80 degrees in Riverside, getting to 81 in San Bernardino, 60 degrees there in Big Bear, upper 70s for you in Santa Clarita, Van Nuys at 77 and 74 for you in downtown LA. All right, let's get you prepared for this upcoming storm and a couple of things. I want to go over sort of a checklist with you. You want to make sure your car is safe. You want to make sure the brakes, the tires, and also the wipers are all in good condition for this. You want to make sure to clear your gutters. You want to clean all that debris. You want to make sure the water is able to flow. As we continue, we want to make sure to secure any outdoor items. You want to make sure to either bring them inside or cover them. And then lastly, stay tuned here to NBC LA for all the latest. We will continue to provide you with updates, as you know. As if you've been following us, you know it's been sort of an evolving forecast. I know we've been talking about some changes with this. Pretty much anytime there's a new model run, we see some changes with the timing or just the intensity of it. This is the latest as we go over the satellite and radar. That storm is well offshore, but you're able to see the cloud coverage rolling, the clouds rolling into the Pacific Northwest down to Northern California with a little bit of light showers, especially areas to the north of us. Eventually starts to move in. So let's go over the futurecast. This is around 10 Thursday morning. And we're seeing sort of a mix here of a little bit of sun, a little bit of clouds. But as we carry on throughout the day, we'll have more clouds build across the area here. By 5 o'clock, this is around the evening commute. We're just looking at some light showers breaking out around Ventura and LA County. Then eventually around 9, 10 o'clock, this is sort of the main band rolling in Ventura County around this time. Notice the darker shades of green, for example. An indication of moderate to maybe locally heavy rain. And then through the overnight hours, it moves over LA County and will continue to slide its way further to the east. And this is around 11 a.m. on Friday, where we're looking at, again, periods of moderate to at times heavy rain. So we are, of course, concerned for those burn scar areas. We will continue to keep you updated on this. But right now we have 1 to 2 inches of rain. Now, this is through Friday for the coast and for the valleys, 2 to 4 inches, maybe a little bit more for the foothills and mountains. But once again, I mentioned through Friday because we're still fine-tuning the details for Saturday. As you see, we still have unsettled weather for the weekend. Chances lingering here Sunday going into Monday. Temperatures much cooler down into the 60s, as you see here for the valleys. Pretty unsettled end to the work week and possibly even start to the new work week. For the high desert temperatures here in the 70s by later on this week. As we head into the weekend, temperatures will be coming down into the 50s. And lastly, for the mountains, a little bit maybe of that snow mix, but it's mainly a rain event for the area mountains. The snow levels are pretty high above 7,500 feet. Robin?
A new trouble spot on the 91 bumping up the drive time. It's coming out of Riverside. Just got word of a new accident West 91 near the Pierce Street exit. At least the two left lanes are blocked. Several vehicles involved in this crash. No injuries, thank goodness. Well, that's why your drive time has bumped up to 64 minutes for your westbound connection. So another reason to leave early. Picking up on the 215, we're just under 30 minutes for the drive from the 74 to the 91 and the 60 so far. It's quiet. Your drive time is normal, but filling in busier compared to the 4 a.m. hour. We're still under 40 minutes for that connection. Quiet in the OC, the 5, the 57, the 22, the 405. No major trouble spots, at least for now. But as a reminder, we have a concert tonight. Tame Impala. It's the Deadbeat Tour. It starts at 8 p.m. That's over at the Kia Forum. So concert goers will be heading in that direction. And that means extra company on surface streets and all the freeways that will take you toward that direction. 405, 105, 110. Not too far from that, you have the Intuit Dome, and the Clippers are home. So that means basketball traffic as well as they take on the Nuggets. Let's go Clippers. Tip-off is 7:30, but just a heads up for all that busy traffic in the area heading toward Inglewood. Lynette, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Robin. And you could